I've been asked to talk a little bit about Folly of Vanity, which is a film close to my heart. Why, even though we've already screened it, why Folly of Vanity? For several reasons. First of all, Billie Dove, as I think I may have mentioned, was the first silent film star I ever spoke to. I was 19 years old at the time, and it was only on the telephone, but I've had a soft spot for Billie ever since, as you can imagine. But then I saw photographs from this film, and I was just fascinated by its complete insanity. There was something so gloriously camp about all the images that I was seeing. The Library for the Performing Arts in Lincoln Center in New York is where I found most of them, but there are also wonderful stills at Museum of Modern Art. And it's a film that was directed by two directors, Maurice Elvey. It was his first, I believe it's his first American film, but he directed what they call the modern sequences, so the story of this couple who are fighting, Billie Dove, and then the male lead is played by Jack Mulhall. But it's the underwater fantasy sequences that, of course, really strike a chord and just are delirious. And these are directed by Henry Otto, who made a specialty of these kinds of films. He made his first film, I think it was his first, it's called Ondine, 1916, if I remember right. Variety was very appreciative of the fact that the women were so scantily clad, whereas Folly of Vanity, 1924, the critics were rather negative about it because they were scandalized that there was so much semi-nudity. You'll remember, hopefully, if you saw it, just even before the underwater sequences, this bizarre dance moment at this kind of orgy-like dinner party, but then also once Billie Dove's character plunges into the sea and is among the nymphs and the fairies and the witches, they hired, I don't remember, scores of professional swimmers and dancers, divers who are diving off the cliffs at Catalina Island. It's said that the filming took 5 weeks on Catalina Island, which I find quite excessive, and I don't know if that's really true or not, but that's what the newspapers reported at the time. It's just fun. The print is from the National Archive in Prague. Very grateful to them. It's the only one that's known to survive. If anybody knows of any more, please let us know. Yes, it's not in perfect condition, but it's so marvelous to have this understanding of what these undersea spectacles were like and why they were popular. Of course, we know that all of the films starring Annette Kellerman, the great swimming star, are all lost. Esther Williams, of course, made a film about her. We think about Esther Williams films because we know them in terms of any kind of water spectacle. Henry Otto didn't direct any of the Annette Kellerman films, but looking at the photographs, it's clear that there was something similar to that. Clearly, this was a kind of subgenre, we might call it. His films are barely known. Most of them are lost, but it's good to remember that they were popular, that they existed, why we need to ask these questions. And I'm just, again, so grateful to the archive in Prague to allow us to screen this film and just to have the fun for me of researching it, which was a delight.